Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the YouTube channel. It is 2:53 p.m. I got off of work. I was working the morning shift this morning, and I beelined it over here to the deer camp. I'd be lying to y'all if I said I've been back over this way since the last time I've hunted. I haven't done anything over the summer. Pretty much my dad and the other guys that hunt at this camp been taking care of it all over summer. I've kind of been slacking and not pulling my weight, but nevertheless, I'm back here bow season, and I'm meeting my dad. We're probably gonna hunt together, and we're gonna be using the crossbow today, so that's gonna be exciting. Maybe maybe try to get a doe on the ground. We'll see. I gotta get there, unload the truck, and we gotta get everything situated. So I don't know where we're going. I know the wind is blowing from the northeast, and that's pretty much all I know. So I'm gonna get to the camp, get things situated, and I'll pick back up with y'all. Y'all, we just got settled in. It's 4:30 p.m. We're at the stand called the football field. I got my Killer Instinct crossbow with me. Should be about another hour or so until those deer start popping out, but we're doe hunting. I think they killed a doe yesterday out of this stand, right when she came out, so hopefully there's some more does coming through here. We have some bucks that are showing up on camera, about 500 yards down the road from us, so maybe one of those bucks come up here. You know, those bucks like to travel, and we might get a look at one, but we're really just trying to get some meat in the freezer early in the deer season, but we definitely would take a buck if one comes out. Alright, y'all, so as y'all just saw, I just shot and I freaking smoked her. I mean, I slowed it down and I feel super confident. One of the guys at the camp has a young lab that he's kind of trying to train a little bit. We're in the food plot. The box stands back there for when rifle season opens up, if you can see it back there. And we're right here in this tent. And the feeder is by Dad right there. He was actually on the camera for me. But yeah, I mean, there was a big doe and a big fawn. That was a big old fawn with her. And I almost took the big doe just because I hated to shoot a maiden doe and not take that extra little bit of meat. But at the same time, I don't want to take that fawn just in case. It would be 100% fine on its own, but just a better business decision. Let him have his mama for a little while longer. You know, so I shot the maiden doe and I feel very confident. She took off hard, but she almost fell to the ground. She got, you know, her belly was scraping the ground when I shot. So we're gonna get the dog in here, see how it works. But like I said, I think it's about, you know, 50 yards in, and hopefully we'll skin her and get her cleaned up. All right, so we just found our arrow. I don't want to go any further than that. So she must have been standing, you know, right here in this vicinity where Dad's feet are. And then that's a tent, so straight through here, and the arrow's dropped right here. And I think she took off and ducked between that hole, if I remember right. I'll have to watch it back on the video, but we don't want to go any further than this and mess with the dog because he's still in training.
Come on. Hey.
It's somewhere right in here with all this blood.
Yeah. It opens up a little bit. Turn right here?
Right here.
Yeah,
I can't show it on the video, but
yeah. Oh, that one's sharp.
gotta get low like a deer. Ay.
Already further than what I thought. Yeah, that's what we're looking for.
Good girl.
What are we looking for? Good. I don't think you want to go down in the ditch.
Got the deer back here in the bed. And got the dog. Alright, y'all, that's going to be pretty much a wrap for today's video. It's a little bit later on. Dad took the deer back home with him, so I'm excited to go back home, and we're going to cook, something, whether it's fry some backstrap or something, and, hopefully I'll get the video of that. We'll make that a whole nother video, but man, what an amazing hunt that was for my first hunt of the year. Even though I didn't get into the woods until a little bit later this year, to get in there and have a young maiden doe come out, and like I said, she definitely wasn't the biggest doe out there, but shooting a maiden doe, that means it's almost like a heifer for a cow. A lot of y'all know cows a little bit more. So she doesn't have a baby or anything like that, so it's probably the best thing you can shoot early in the season. Our property up here is truthfully overpopulated with does. So I know some people are a little bit sensitive about shooting a deer, but we're honestly helping them. They are, that's how diseases spread when there's too many animals running around. So we control our population. We give them the protein and stuff so they're healthy. And when you give them all that protein and stuff to make them healthy, they do reproduce really, in high increments. So that's why we have to also control our population and make sure we don't have too many does out there. So overall perfect shot. She didn't go very far at all, maybe 35 yards into the woods and crashed. So she died almost immediately. So super happy about that. You know, I'm not just a hunter, but I also care for the animals a lot. But yeah, comment down below if y'all have had any successful opening, you know, your opening day or the actual opening day hunts where y'all killed an animal below. And thank y'all so much for watching. God bless.